Those people who was caught at Diddy party did not know that he had 250 tape recorders in that house. That's a big house. But he had 250 tape recorders.
Do you think that hip-hop culture was on trial as much as Sean Combs was?
Look, if I didn't say anything, you would interpret it as hip-hop is fine with his behaviors. There's no one else being vocal. So you would look at it and just say, because that mind your business, or let me not say nothing about nothing, or those things, it would allow the entire culture to register as if they're for that behavior.
Just when folks think the Diddy documentary wrapped everything up, 50 Cent just let it known he ain't done yet. Now he's teasing unreleased tapes, raw footage, and moments so wild some rappers left in tears. We're talking wild tapes, like the one that got leaked last year, of Diddy bending Meek over like he owned his behind.
What? Yo, wait a minute! Wait,
You didn't hear this?
No!
Yeah, at the time, Meek instantly tried to shut it down. He jumped online saying the clip was fake, claiming it was AI, blaming bots, saying there was a coordinated effort to smear him. Remember when he wrote OX, my voice so powerful as a black man from the ghetto worldwide, they want it gone. I'm a real king straight out the trenches under control of no human. They learned how to damage Can't Stop Us of brands from bots and campaigns like politicians. Strong words, powerful energy, but the problem was the internet wasn't buying it. See, folks weren't just reacting to vibes, they were reacting to details. The audio didn't sound random, and then word started circulating that someone from inside that party, allegedly a security guard, claimed he recorded it himself.
Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against ass cheeks. I heard struggling to take. I heard being like, yeah, daddy, when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all.
And that's when Jaguar Wright threw gasoline on the fire. She came out swinging, saying Meek's ex, Nicki Minaj, was allegedly behind the leak. According to her, Nicki supposedly paid the bodyguard and orchestrated the whole thing.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was him. Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit with Meek.
Oh, man.
She just wasn't gonna tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
So then who's the guy who's claiming he recorded it?
Oh, somebody that got paid?
Now that's a wild accusation, but what made it worse was Nicki later hopping on a podcast and joking that Meek loves controversy and wasn't even bothered by the leaked audio. She laughed it off, played it light, but that casual tone had folks raising eyebrows.
Okay, so.
But that's not a diss. Meek likes being brought up in that song. I don't know why you lowering his thing. You think you're doing him a favor. He's very, very happy being mentioned, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then, academics jumped into the mix, and you already know when Act speaks, it raw. He started hinting that Meek was allegedly Diddy's favorite boy toy. Meek snapped and completely lost it online, started firing off threats, saying he was gonna unalive Ak.
He says, I'm gonna kill you academics, and what I'm gonna do is, he says, first things first, he says, someone send me academics' address.
Right, he said, I'll die to shut you down.
Yeah, then he says, I'm going to die to do it.
That emotional spiral only made things worse. The more he reacted, the more people felt like he was trying to bury something instead of letting it die. He even floated the idea of putting up $100 grand for an investigation to prove his innocence. Big number, big talk. But after that, nothing. No receipts, updates, just silence. And in internet culture, silence after a loud promise looks like guilt. Then came the pivot. Meek suddenly aligned himself with the so-called No Diddy gang, publicly distancing himself like he wanted nothing to do with that name.
Y'all already know how we playing out this real life.
Real life.
Yeah, nigga, No Diddy gang, Meek Millie in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you
Talk
heard?
that shit, Meek. Yeah, Meek.
But the internet doesn't forget. Old clips started resurfacing. Videos of Diddy jokingly calling Meek daddy. Footage people ignored back then, but now look different through a darker lens.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
And the online reaction was wild. One dude clown hard saying his ass is on fire. Another wrote that hole burning, cooling it in the pool. And then there were the photos. That infamous 27th birthday bash Diddy threw for Meek at the Parisian Palace in Vegas. Matching outfits, coordinated entrances, lingerie-clad dancers, and naked chicks laid out as a sushi platter, covered in nothing but see-through vinyl. Folks who were there later described the mansion as completely destroyed by morning. Broken glass, used protection scattered around, blood on sheets, substances left behind, and a total chaos. And according to whispers that never went away, that was the same night the compromising recording was allegedly made. So now fast forward to today. 50 Cent drops Sean Combs, The Reckoning, and then starts hinting he's sitting on more footage, unreleased footage that the public hasn't seen yet.
Now, because this is a lot of the personal footage of Diddy. It shocked a lot of people. And I know, 50, the way you run, this cannot be all that you have. Is there other stuff that you just have not shown?
Yeah, well, everything couldn't make it's only was 4 episodes.
Right.
So it was a lot. You had to pick and choose things like that.
So are you coming out? I know next year is going to be a number 2, season 2.
I just put it on YouTube.
I just put it on YouTube. Well, we can subscribe and get it.
And the streets immediately circle back to one name, Meek Mill. If 50 really does open that vault, if more tapes come out, the question ain't did Meek deny it, but is he just the beginning? Now another rapper circling the block, French Montana, and this one been side-eyed for years. French and Diddy weren't just industry friends. They were inseparable. Same vacations, parties, rooms, and energy. And now, photos resurfaced that had folks pausing, zooming in, asking why the body language felt way too comfortable for 2 so-called bros. Bruh, looks like they're straight up spooning. And Diddy didn't even hide his favoritism. He named a vodka flavor after French.
It's so smooth. French vanilla, you gotta try it.
Yes.
It's real.
Took him everywhere, promoted him like family, and the streets been whispering that Bad Boy record deal didn't come free. Allegedly, French's rise came with strings attached, career favors, and bending over in exchange for private loyalty. Then, that birthday footage resurfaced. French shirtless, oiled up, Diddy right there singing like he's celebrating himself in French.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear French. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
This is a special birthday for both of us.
Yeah.
And then that clip, which surely didn't age well, of Diddy talking about making some wild magic with French.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Good morning, buddy. How are you feeling today? Giselle, we right here, baby. We gonna make some magic tonight?
Back then, people laughed it off. Now, that clip aged real different. Folks saying that wasn't celebration energy, but ownership energy. One user wrote, "French can't walk so sore, man." Another said, "Diddy sounds way too happy," and asking how are you feeling today should all tell you. And if tapes really exist, it ain't shocking. French's name always comes up right behind Meek's. Next up, the name spinning through the mix, YK Osiris, and the timeline ugly. Back in 2021, YK was publicly broke, selling his expensive rides, crying on IG, talking about being humbled.
Yes, man, I sold my Lamborghini, I sold my Rolls Royce, I sold my Cadillacs. Yes, sirski. I ain't gonna lie, this thing humble yourself. I ain't gonna cap to you. Fuck, I got a floss for you niggas, bro. Nigga, I ain't got a floss for you niggas, man.
Fans felt bad for him. Then suddenly, boom, luxury villa in Jamaica. Private views, 5-star living. And who just happened to be there? Diddy. YK tried to play it off as a healing trip, but the post told a different story. Same pool, property, and backdrop. Then came the massage video and the fruit platter post. That angle had folks convinced that Diddy was behind the camera. The streets started calling it a sponsored trip. Things really cracked when YK's baby mama jumped in and said she caught him with another man. No names, explanations, just dropped it and dipped, making folks wonder if that man was Diddy. When YK hit the Breakfast Club and Charlemagne mentioned the rumors, bro folded. Body language told the story. Eyes darting, hands shaking, and hoodie tugging. He laughed, but it wasn't funny laughter, but panic.
But they say Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I heard about that though, but I ain't about to say that. But
What?
I ain't about to say that on my.
You and Diddy? Yeah, you and Diddy.
You and Diddy what?
No.
They said he was.
Him and Diddy what?
I'm just saying the rumor.
I ain't never heard this one.
They said he was.
How you knew that? How you know
Now I'm about to Google because I ain't never heard this one.
Because nobody would ever say that one.
Oh, yeah.
So here goes Envy.
They said he said he was Diddy's boy toy.
What? I was in Jamaica with him.
Oh, I see it now.
See?
Why can't Osiris in Jamaica with his alleged boo Diddy?
Since then, YK's been unraveling online, talking about feeling used, empty, saying he didn't want to be here anymore. Folks split on it. Some say he knew what he signed up for. Others say he was pressed into situations way above his weight class.
I just want to die. That's what I want to do. I want to die. That's what I want to do. I want to crash out right now and just like this like life. I swear to God. It is, man. This industry is not what you think it is. Don't let these people fool you, man. Before in the social media, I'm gonna give y'all a little background with me, man. Like, my life is not perfect, man. Don't think because I'm on Instagram showing this, showing that, I don't got a perfect life either. And I want you to understand that just because all these rappers show all this money and show all this fame, don't think their life is good. It's not. These people are always faking and let you know that this is not what y'all want. Do something that's low-key. Do something that can help you out other than being a target or a flashy. Because God can take this away from you real quick, and it's not a blessing from God. And I tell people that 24/7, this is the devil's game. It is not. This is not no God's game. You see, I'm gonna tell you something. They always want you to, you know what these rappers, all these singers, all these big rappers y'all look up to? They always tell you what the good part about, but they never tell you what the bad part. And that's crazy, man. Yeah, they got all this money, but they're dealing with emo spirits. They're dealing with killing themselves. They're dealing with, man, come on, man.
Either way, if tapes exist, people believe YK's pain didn't come from nowhere. Now another name circling the block, Usher. People forget Usher was a child when he lived with Diddy, 13 years old, sent to New York for mentorship, Puffy Camp. Years later, Usher admitted that what he saw in that house was curious.
Moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah, that's what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
It was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at.
But then said he'd never let his own kids go through what he went through. That line alone got louder with time.
Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
See?
Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, hinted Usher got used during those years.
Because I know the topic is sensitive. What happened to Usher?
Kid to the hospital. How you send him to the hospital? Man, bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said. I didn't even have a name for the kid at the time.
And rumors follow Usher into adulthood. Lawsuits, health allegations, including infecting 2 women and a man with herpes he got from them freak-offs with Diddy.
Filed a lawsuit in California this morning against Usher Raymond for failing to tell people he had a sexually transmitted disease before being intimate with them. According to the lawsuit, Mr. Raymond, better known by his performing name of Usher, was diagnosed with herpes back in 2009. Apparently, he has never publicly denied it, and Bloom filed the lawsuit on behalf of 2 women and 1 man who say they contracted herpes from the singer.
People laughed him off back then. Today, they don't sound so funny. What makes it darker is what Usher did next. He became the mentor for another kid, which brings us to Justin Bieber. Justin was just 13 when Usher introduced him to Diddy. Old footage resurfaced of Diddy bragging about spending 48 hours alone with Justin, saying what they were doing couldn't be discussed, and it being every kid's dream.
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
At the time, folks called it jokes. Now they call it grooming. Fast forward years later, Justin is breaking down in interviews, crying, talking betrayal, addiction, and isolation. He quietly unfollows everyone tied to his early career. Usher gone, Scooter Braun gone. That wasn't random.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, you know, telling me they love me and, you know, just turn their back on you in a second.
Justin Bieber unfollowed his former manager, Scooter Braun, on Instagram, which sounds really minor.
It sounds sort of very high school.
But it is a big deal, especially for celebrities. And then the really surprising thing is after Justin did that, Scooter deactivated his entire Instagram account.
People believe Justin was cutting ties with people who failed to protect him. And now, with talk of tapes, folks wondering if Bieber's emotional scars connect to things that were never meant to be recorded, but were anyway. Next up, the rapper spinning through the mix, Burna Boy. This one shook the international scene. Diddy executive produced Twice as Tall. Grammy followed Public Brotherhood and emotional posts, hand-holding moments that fans are now replaying in slow motion. Then, that image hit the net, allegedly showing Burna in a compromising position with Diddy. No proof, no confirmation, but it lit a fire. And then, several clips and Burna being all cozy with Diddy started resurfacing, including that clip of Diddy lifting Burna off the ground the first time like he was some lost baby mama.
How you look at your brother, how you look at your What's up, boy? Triple, quadruple. Hold on.
Speed Darlington, a Nigerian artist, mocked it.
Everybody just they rush, they go America to snap with Diddy that year. But you know, after Burna post his picture with Diddy, the next year I've been at the same particular year, Burna won Grammy. You understand me? All I they do since na echiche. So I just dey wonder, Burna Boy, this video, I dey ask you question. Don't get offended. Now question I dey ask. How many oil did he drop for your nyash before them give you that trophy? Burna, how many oil them rub for your nyash before? Burna, I'm asking you serious question.
Burna reacted hard, threats, police involvement, and silence afterward. Fans started asking why Burna moved like someone protecting something fragile. Then, Diddy's deleted post resurfaced, hinting he helped Burna secure his Grammy. Suddenly, the relationship looked less like brotherhood and more like leverage. And now Burna's been laying low. Shows canceled, crash outs at events, mood swings, fans noticing the fall off. If tapes come out, people think Burna's name is closer to the surface than he wants. And just when you think that's enough, another rapper popping up now is Brashear Gray, Empire star. Young, talented, promising future. Then everything collapsed. Jaguar Wright hinted Brashear got pulled into circles he wasn't ready for, allegedly connected to Diddy and Will Smith. Lawsuits followed, claims of sabotage, mental breakdowns, arrests, and isolation.
They trying to set him out so he'll feel too embarrassed to file his lawsuit against Diddy for what Will and Diddy did to him. With Jaden and Justin present, that tape exists.
Industry contacts stopped answering his calls. Orlando Brown echoed similar stories, said acting unstable was sometimes the only way to survive after seeing too much. Claimed Diddy even tried to bend him over and made him abuse substance.
Well, he's talking in code. No, I said I'm not giving my ass up. That's not a code. Ain't no code to that. I'm not bending over even no couches. Y'all niggas ain't running up my asshole. Ain't no studio for me to go get ripped and be looking like somebody's funny. Get the out of here. None of that shit.
Saying, I mean, yo, Diddy, you gave me the oosh-gosh goose-mash. You gave me the oosh-gosh muaf, the smoosh-mash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You gave me the oosh-gosh muash.
Now another name popping up now, Aaron Carter, and this one hurts. While Aaron never named Diddy directly, but he talked about being dragged into industry parties too young, about adults failing him when he needed protection. People around him said he'd been opening up more before his death, talking trauma, talking about things he wasn't ready to process as a kid. So when you line up Brashear, Aaron, and Orlando, stories with everyone else, same story, rise, access, and breakdown. Next up, we've got Soulja Boy, and this one loud because Soulja been out here talking crazy like he clean. Ever since Diddy went down, Soulja been acting like he's untouchable, clowning Diddy, Meek, posting reckless stuff online like he was never anywhere near the madness, throwing shots, calling other rappers cupcakes, acting like he's above it all. Remember when made the wild post, "If Diddy ever tried me like any of these gay rappers, I would have killed his B-ass." Then hopped on X and tweeted, "Didn't Diddy F you in the ass? But the streets got receipts." Nicki Minaj once hinted on live that Soulja wasn't as clean as he pretends. Asked him straight up about DL rappers in the industry. He laughed it off, nervous laugh, the kind you do when someone almost says your name out loud.
Do you think it's a lot of undercover brothers in the industry?
Oh no, Queen. We don't know nothing about undercovers. Oh no. We don't know about that.
Okay. Cause I do.
Then Nicki followed up with an IG live with Ray J and starts talking about undercover rappers in the industry, how they mess with men on the low but treat women like dirt. She ain't say no names, but folks know who she was throwing darts at. Soulja Boy.
Let me ask you something, Ray J. What do you think about the undercover community?
I think that if you roll in undercover, right, there's no need to, because I think the opportunities are endless if the truth can set you free.
Then there was that old podcast appearance from that dude, William the Baddest, claiming Soulja got involved in some wild behind closed doors activity at an industry event.
And he was like, "Take this, you white bitch," right? Like he kept, like he's very like into like the race play stuff. But here's the thing, I don't know if this was really him or it was like drunk him or like, yo, I'm nervous. I'm like, is he gonna hurt me? Is he making music? Oh, I'm so nervous. And that thing was big, Tasha.
Most
like,
skinny men got big.
No, that thing was big, Tasha.
But most skinny men got.
I'm gonna be honest, that thing was like fat, and it goes. Here's the thing that makes it different. It goes to the left.
Okay.
Like Tasha, it's long and it goes to the left.
Oh, okay. So it's got a curve.
Yeah, to the left.
Folks dismissed it back then, said dude was chasing clout. Now with tapes allegedly floating, people revisiting everything Soulja ever laughed off. What makes it worse is Soulja's behavior. He tries to expose others before they expose him. That's usually not confidence, but panic disguised as bravado. Because if Diddy really recorded everybody, like insiders claim, talking loud don't erase what's on camera. Now, with all these names popping up, leaked footage floating, and more tapes rumored to be sitting in a vault, you gotta ask yourself, who's really innocent and who's just been quiet? Could all these rappers really be in neck deep in Diddy messy games? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and trust, if you thought this was wild, click that next video. Popping up on your screen is just as crazy.